before we get started, let's check out the links in my description. We all want nice things. We want the car, we want a house, we want a high limit credit card. But if you don't have at least a 680 credit score, you're not even in the game. So click this link here to know where you stand and get your free credit scores from all three bureaus. That will be Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. And also get your reports. If you would like to be free and become financially independent through entrepreneurship, click this link here to be free. If you'd like to get cash back, which is a discount during shopping, please click this link here to see my favorite cashback sites. And if you enjoy the music you hear in the background, please click the link here and subscribe to It's Oasis. Hello everyone, welcome back to Community Wealth. Today we're going to go over updating your information with the three credit bureaus. This is a letter that I drafted up strictly for TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. I already sent these letters earlier this week, as you can see the date on it. And it's just a basic letter that you're just going to put together. You can use this format. It doesn't matter. It's not a dispute letter, just updating your information. So I'm going to expand the letter so you can see it, all right? As you see at the top here, it just has TransUnion address, and just type in to whom it may concern. All you do is just make a copy of this, and you could just, all you have to do is just change this right here. All of this here is going to stay the same for each letter. You're just going to change the bureau and the address. That's it, or the agency and address. So for TransUnion, as you see, you're going to have TransUnion Community Consumer Solutions, P.O. Box 2000, Chester, Pennsylvania, 19016. For Experian, you're going to have Experian here, okay? You just have the Experian address here. And for, obviously, Equifax, you're going to have Equifax address up here, okay? Everything here pretty much stays the same because you want the bureaus to have the same information. So I'm going to go over the letter. You can see it, but I'm going to go over the letter and read it to you how it sounds. To whom it may concern, I am writing to update, correct my personal information on file with your company. Please update my address to whatever your current address is, or the address you want them to use, but usually it's going to be your current address. Please update my name to, because sometimes they have more than one name. They have, you know, John B. Smith or John Smith. But they're not or and. They're going to have John B. Smith, John Smith, John B. Smith. Then they're going to be one word, John B. Smith, all together as one word, John B. Smith. They're going to have John Smith B. or John S. or something like that. They'll have several names. So you want them to have your one correct name. So your name is John B. Smith. You want John B. Smith. And that's it. Okay, so please update my name to whatever your name is. My social security number is, so you want to have your social security number correct. Sometimes they have it incorrect. You might have more than one sometimes. You know, I actually seen more than one social security number on a credit report. So you might want to have that to just your social security number. You want it to be correct. My only and correct date of birth is whatever your date of birth is. You want them to have that on file. You don't want to have anything different, okay? Also with the address, I've seen several addresses. They'll have your address for the last 5 to 10 years if you let them. So you want them to update it to your most current address. Okay, your most current address, or the address that's not attached to any like collections or something like that, which will be an address that you have access to. Okay, and then you're gonna say I do not wish to have any telephone numbers on my report. You could do that. I chose to do that, but you can actually have your updated telephone number. It could be your cell phone number, okay? It could be your, just your cell phone number. It could be your house number, but just have that one phone number that you know they can access. They have access to you. Me personally, I don't choose to have a number on there because, you know, I have my whatever my reason is. At the time when I first wrote this letter, it was just I didn't want to have my number on. I didn't want to have any numbers on my credit report. I would rather the credit card companies or the bank call me from the number I give them, which once you give that information is going to be updated on your credit reports anyway. So whatever number you give the credit card company or the bank, once they report to the credit agencies, then that number is going to be updated on your credit report anyway. So just take the numbers off and then update with your latest number, okay? So then it says, please remove all other addresses from my report as they are not deliverable to me by the U.S. Post Office and they are not reportable as per the FCRA since they are inaccurate. And just say sincerely and whatever your name is. Do not sign. When I first did this, I signed. It didn't really matter. But do not sign. They will say you can sign this one, but I don't sign anything, okay? Now with this, you're going to have to send a copy of your driver's license or state ID. And you're going to have to send a proof of address, maybe like a utility bill, credit card statement, bank statement. It could be a debit card insert. What I did was I used my PayPal debit card insert. Okay. That's what I used. And I use it all the time because it doesn't even have a date on it. But the address is still the same. That's actually the only address that that card, well, it's like this. That's the address I use. It's actually a UPS box. So I use that. I don't use the home address. I use that address. And my bank statement actually comes to the actual address. But even my UPS box is on my driver's license and my state ID. So I use that information. Whatever's on my driver's license and state ID, that's the address I use, which is my UPS box. My actual address that I'm staying at is not on my driver's license or state ID. All right. And that's where my credit card and my bank statements come to. But my PayPal card goes to my UPS box. So that's why I use my PayPal card. All right. I use my PayPal debit card insert because that's the only thing that has the UPS box address on it. And of course, my credit reports, as you will see, it's on here. My credit reports are actually has my UPS box address on it. All right. So my credit reports, and actually, you know what? When I do my tax returns, because my business address through Amazon, eBay, they have my my UPS box address. So I actually use that for when I do taxes as well. So I have that, and I also use it for my my unemployment. So unemployment, UPS box, you know, IRS, UPS box, you know, Amazon, eBay, UPS box, PayPal, UPS box, credit agencies, UPS box. All right. And it's the address that's actually on my state ID and my driver's license. Okay. All right. So remember, you have to have your when you send this letter in to the 3 credit bureaus, for all 3 credit bureaus, you have to have a copy of your driver's license, state ID, a utility bill, bank statement, or credit card statement that's to your current address that you're updating this to. And that's pretty much it. You know, that's all you really have. You know, that's all you really need. All right. So again, this is your credit agency info update letter. Oh, one more thing. I didn't add this to this one. I got to send a different letter that's going to have my employment position on it. So you want to update that as well, because when they're going to check for your credit card, when they check for your credit card, and you want to have that information match. So if on your credit report it has your job as being customer service, but now let's say you're a supervisor, you want to update it to supervisor. If you're a manager, you want to update what type of manager you are. You a branch manager, store manager, you a office manager, operations manager, you know, if you a key lock supervisor, whatever your new position is that justifies your income, that could justify the income you're putting on your credit card statements, or if you're asking for a loan, or even you want a mortgage or your car loan, you want to have that position there. When they run it, you want them to see it, so there won't be no questions. They might not even ask for income because your position looks like, okay, hey, that's the income. So I just updated mine to manager operations, because I am the manager of, well, that's the position I gave myself for my business, is manager operation. I don't necessarily want to be owner, you know, because that's not really saying, well, you can be an owner, but you want to have a position that says, you know, hey, I make X amount of dollars. So I'm actually updating mine to manager of operations of NM LLC. And I'm also going to have NM LLC on there as my employer because I work for myself. So it's going to say NM LLC. So you want to update your position and you want to update your employment. Who are you employed by? You know, if you were a student at one point and now you're a teacher at such and such elementary school or such and such high school, you know, you want to do that. You want to add that on there. You are a teacher at such and such elementary or high school or primary or whatever it is. You know, you're a daycare provider. You want to say you are the sole operator. You were the operator, or you were a whatever the daycare, you know, a child development, whatever the name is for that, you know, child care provider, whatever you want to put that on there. All right. So again, this is the TransUnion info update letter. And that's so you can update your info to current, so you can wipe off all the other stuff. And when you start disputing, they won't find all those old addresses and those old phone numbers and your old employment. All of that will be gone. So there's no verification there. And as you apply for a new credit and open up new accounts, then it'll update to your most current information. All right. So I hope you got value out of this video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Share, like, subscribe to It's Oasis. Check out the links in the description. And yo, to the next video. Let's get this money.